This is a demo of the oblique measurement. I'm making a measurement between this point and this point, which are not in the same coronal plane, and therefore it's called oblique. And I'll make a second measurement inside the kidney, which is in the same coronal slice. So if we're going to use the coronal, let's go first to the coronal. And to make it more interesting, I'll zoom it a bit. Here I can see the top point, and then the bottom point is somewhere here. Okay. Now let's also look at the 3 view, because you can see the measurements here. I'll put the 3 view down here. And now I'm ready to begin. To make the measurements, I can use either the annotations or the annotations toolbar. Let's start with the annotations, since I like that one better. That brings up the annotations, and I'll put that down here. And I'll start to make my measurements. Take off the zoom so I can't change it. Now click on this point, the first point. And I want to make a measurement, so click on the measurement tab. It says click on both sides of the object to be measured. So I'll click on, not on the MIPS image, but in the standard image, I'll click on this point, which is the starting point. Now I want to click on the end point. And this will give me, notice it'll be a different coronal slice. And now this is the end point which I've clicked on. That's here. And you can see, since it's an oblique slice, it can't fit in the same coronal slice, so it's being displayed on the MIP. And I can take this MIP and I can rotate it to see how it looks. I'll put that back in the front view. I'm going to make a second measurement on the kidney. And this one will be in the coronal slice. So I'll click on the starting point and the ending point. And here I have the measurement in the coronal slice, since it's not an oblique measurement, along with the oblique measurements. Now in the 3 view, you can see it's showing the oblique slice where you expect it to be, where this regular slice where you expect it to be, and the oblique slice, you can see the initial point is since I'm showing this coronal slice, it's out of the head, but in the MIP it turns out nicely. Which this is basically the reason why I'm displaying it on the MIP image. If I want to see this, I can turn off the MIP, and you can see again that it's outside the head, which is confusing. So I'll put the MIP back on, and just not to confuse you, I'll put the attenuation correction and not the MIP image. And this is what I have. Now, if I want to do the same thing, I can use a different way of looking at it. I use this oblique, this annotations, but I can also use the annotation toolbars to play the same game. Let me do that. And now I see the annotation toolbar. And I'm going to go into distance, and I'm going to measure I'll have to choose, I'll have to click on the starting point again. And here it is. I'll click on the starting point. And I'll have to click on the ending point, which will change my coronal slice. And then I'll click on the ending point. And again, it's made the measurement on the MIP, the oblique measurement on the MIP. If I want to make a measurement in the kidney, I play the same game. And the in-slice measurement gets displayed on the coronal slice, and the oblique measurement gets displayed on the MIP slice. So that's the difference. You can use either one you want, and it will give you results which are hopefully expected. And that's essentially the end of the demo.